Very good afternoon and welcome to Nigeria Stock Exchange at lunchtime. It's midweek and a lot has been happening in the market. It's a typical market day, a typical busy day on the stock exchange. And just before showing you what is currently happening, there have been movement since the market opened about 3.5 hours ago. Omatech has been one of the gainers. Omatech Ventures has been one of the gainers, and it's been up by 9.84%. Omatech Ventures has been one of the gainers. Lotus Halal Equity ETF also has been one of the gainers in the day. It's been up by 4.38%. Jais Bank, that tells me, Jais Bank, there are two AGMs today. Jais Bank, today is their AGM, and also Chemical and Allied Product, also today is their AGM. So that's just for you to know. If you are a shareholder in any of the two, they must have contacted you and invited you to take part in the AGM. So, but that's just an aside. So, Jais Bank was down in value by over 1%. Secure Electronics has been one of the gainers. It's been up by 2.5%. Zenith Bank has been one of the losers. It was bearish by 0.98% a few moments ago. And Custodian Investment too has been one of the losers for the day, down by nearly 10%. It was down by 9.97%. So those are some of the things that have been happening in the market. So let's go on and see what is currently going on. Remember, the market goes up and down at various times. It goes up and it goes down. Right now, Access Holdings is doing good. It's up by 0.85%, and the shares are going for 23 naira 15 kobo. ABC Transport is at 0%. It's just no movement in the share price. Consolidated Hallmark, no movement in the share price. Boa Cement, no movement in the share price. It is at 0%. It's going for 378 naira. Boa Cement is one of those shares which, as I've mentioned before, doesn't always get affected by market forces, and presently it's not been affected by market forces. Today is at 0%. So Boa Cement is at 378 naira per share. C&I Leasing, it's currently down by over 3%. C&I Leasing is currently down by over 3%, 3.35%. Nigeria Exchange Group, the parent company of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, it's not affected at the moment. It's just at 0%. It's going for 118 naira and 5 kobo. If you're just joining it, thank you. Like I said, today, Jais Bank is having their AGM this morning, and also Chemical and Allied Product. If you're a shareholder of any of those two companies, they must have invited you to their AGM, so that at the AGM you get a chance to vote on the resolutions and to also know how your company, the company you have shares in, how they have performed in the last financial year. So Jais Bank and Chemical and Allied Product today is the AGM. Actually, earlier this morning was a Jais Bank, and both of them, one is 10 a.m., one is 11. So you must have received an invite to, if you're a shareholder of any of the two. Okay, so Living Trust, back to the prices. Living Trust Mortgage Bank is not affected by any market movement at the moment. It's at 0%. MTN too is also one of those companies that doesn't get too much fluctuation in its price movement. MTN is currently at 0%. It's going for 830 naira. There is no movement in its share price. Cadbury also there is no movement in its share price, is stable. Chemical and allied product CAP, which has the AGM today. Yeah. Chemical and allied product is also not affected by any price movement. It's at 0.0%. It's going for 175 naira and 10 kobo. That's chemical and allied product. Union Dye Consult, it's also not affected by price movement, by market forces. It's been like that for some days now. The same thing like MTN. Today there is no price movement, not affected. PZ, many of us will use PZ product. PZ Cuisines is also at 0%. Is going for 94 naira 95 pence, 95 kobo at the moment. The price is stable, no difference. Market forces have not affected it. Transcorp Hotels, if you have shares in Transcorp Hotels also is not affected by movement. It is stable at 0%. Transcorp Hotels is going for 223 naira 30 kobo at the moment, but the thing is that the price is stable. USC is also stable. There is no movement in the share price. It is stable. USC is not up and it's not down. Champion Breweries is also at 0%. There is no change in its share price. Aradel Holdings is also stable at 0.0%. Is going for 1,750 naira. These are one of the few shares that are beyond the 1,000 naira mark. So, but it's stable at the moment. No change in its stock price. I've mentioned to you Lotus Halal Equity. Lotus Halal Equity is one of the gainers for the day. It's presently up by over 4%. Lotus Halal Equity ETF is a tracker fund ETF, exchange traded fund. Is presently up by over 4%. Burger Paints is not affected by market forces. It is just today. Burger Paint is going for 147 naira and 60 kobo. No movement in the share price. Alti Briscoe is bearish at the moment. It's down by over 9%. Alti Briscoe, the market company, is down by 9%. UPDC Real Estate Investment Trust is a rate, is a good company to have, to have in your portfolio. UPDC rate, it's down by over 3% at the moment. Jais Bank, which is having their AGM, they had their AGM this morning. Like I said, Jais Bank might not be a big name bank, but it's been doing well. They had their AGM this morning. It's currently down by over 7%. Jais Bank down by over 7% at the moment. Royal Exchange Assurance, Royal Exchange is down, is up in value, is doing well at the moment, is up by over 3%. That's Royal Exchange Assurance. Sovereign Trust is also doing well at the moment. The value is up by over 7%. Cornerstone Insurance, it's taking a beating at the moment, is down in value by over 3%. Cornerstone Insurance down at the moment. First Holdco, the parent company of First Bank, is doing well today. First Bank is up in value now by over 4%. And right now is going for 61 naira. That is First Holdco, First Holding Company, the parent company of First Bank. So if you're a First Bank customer, as I've said before, don't just be a customer, try to be a part owner. First Holding. So it is up, it's been doing well. It's one of the shares that always have movement. Today, it's currently up by over 4%, and right now it is going for 61. So watch out for when the price will depreciate, when the share price will depreciate. If you don't have any stake in First Bank and you have been banking with them, it's always good to be a part owner of any service you are using. If it's a publicly limited company like First Bank, if you have account with First Bank, so don't just be a account owner. You say they don't invite you as an account holder, you don't get invite, or you don't share in their profit or anything. Of course, you can take facility from them, but I always recommend when you use a product or service, if that organization is in the stock market, try your very best to be a part owner. Even if it is 5,000, you can invest in that company. If it is on the NGX, if it's on the stock exchange, it's always a smart thing to do. So custodial investment, it's down by over 9% at the moment. Lasaco, Lagos State Assurance Company, is also down at the moment by over 1%. Lagos State Assurance Company, Lasaco, down in value currently by over 1%. Linkage Insurance is up marginally by 0.67%. Linkage Insurance is marginally up by 0.67%. CWG, it is 0%, is not affected by any price movement. So that communication, the owners of AIT TV station, that communication is currently not affected by market forces. It is stable, 0%, is going for 1.70 naira. That communications as is. May and Baker, M&B, the pharmaceutical company, it is also not affected by price movement. Dangote Cement, as we speak now, Dangote Cement is 0.0%, is not affected by any movement. As said before, Dangote Cement doesn't get many fluctuations in its share price, not many times. So currently, it's not moved at all. Today, it's at 0%. GTCO, Guaranteed Trust Holding Company, the parent company of Guaranteed Trust Bank. It is down. GTCO shares are down by 0.12, marginally down a bit. GTCO, Guaranteed Trust Holding Company. So again, if you bank with GTB, try your very best when the value of the share price is down. Try, even if it is 5,000, you can get your stockbroker to say, get me GTCO shares. That is also something to look forward to. Prestige Assurance, it is down by over 2%. Prestige Assurance is down by over 2% at the moment. Nigeria Aviation and the company NACO, it's down by over, it's down, it's up, it's not up or down, it's a 0.0%. NACO, Nigeria Aviation Handling Company, no movement in the share price. NASCON is also no movements in the share price. Lafarge Africa, no movement in the share price, is at 0.0%. First City Merchant Bank, FCMB, is currently down by just 0.49%. First City Merchant Bank, FCMB, the merchant bank, is currently down marginally, just by 0.49%. Nigerian breweries. So for somebody who drinks, it's also a good thing for you. Get your hand on a few shares of the company. Nigerian breweries is currently at 0%. There is no movement in its price. Red Star Express, if you have used the company for courier delivery or to deliver parcel for you, also try to get your hand in some of the shares. It is currently down by over 9%. Red Star Express is down by over 9%. Wema Bank is currently down by over 3%. Wema Bank is currently down by over 3%. Just one more before I wrap up, two more. Fidelity Bank is currently at 0.0%. There's no movement in the share price at now. Lastly, for this lunchtime update, Zenith Bank is down at the moment by 0.98%. Zenith Bank is down by 0.98%. So thank you so much. That is it for this lunchtime update. I'll see you later in the day for update on the American stock market. That is going to come later today. Update from the American stock market. I'll see you then. Thank you for joining.